Sacramento State Hornets and the Buffalo Bulls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Bulls headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Makes his man miss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. He can't grab. Smash like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's right. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires quickly. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Might as well stick with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The Bulls use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's right. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffalo. Extra point here will tie the game.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Rainey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's McWilliams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll get rid of it. Soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's McWilliams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Reads it, fires complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give is to Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill.
Snags it, and there's running room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's right. Got his man. Powers through. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this.
Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to barge in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Firing deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And after that, best thing you can do, hunt it away. Here comes the special teams. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Nittany Lions with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
He'll put toe together and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's right. Under fire. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. A quick pass to the left. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Hard running there. Picks up the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. The run inside. It's raining.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got it behind the line. It's Sutton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Finds a little space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's McWilliams.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere.
There's a little room there. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's right. He's got him. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. They're going to ride this running back. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's right. Rushes on him. And he never had a chance.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Using the quick game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Buffalo! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as they're flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find space. Reese, that great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Here's the pressure. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Moving out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 30. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second. Maybe some room here. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy...
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games.